Merry Christmas Eve, and my present to you is a review of Monday Night Raw. Could you have asked for a better gift? This show was taped a week in advance from Sacramento, California. It was taped immediately after last week's show, and they added a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know when all the other stuff was filmed, but they added several other stuff. You can tell they only filmed probably like the matches and the segments from the arena last week, and they added a whole bunch of stuff. So they start off with Elias in the ring. It's again, the crowd, I expect them to be dead because this is the second show they've seen in a row. Lashley comes out, and they're going to officially have a Miracle on 34th Street fight. So every single time there's a holiday, they do it. There's a Halloween street fight, there was a Thanksgiving street fight, and now there's a Christmas street fight, but they have to call it Miracle on 34th Street because I guess the word Christmas is offensive. They said Happy Holidays. They never say Merry Christmas. It's okay to say Merry Christmas now. It's like, that's over. Everyone says Merry Christmas again. It's like no one's afraid. No one's, oh, we might offend anyone. No one's going to celebrate Christmas. They're going to be offended. Oh, they're going to complain on Twitter. No one's like that anymore. All right? That's over. Trump got us past that, all right? We could say Merry Christmas again. Just say Merry Christmas, you fucking Stephanie McMahon, you damn bitch. You fucking PC, fucking SJW bitch. Fuck you, Stephanie. You're behind that. Just, we fucking say Merry fucking Christmas, god damn it. Wow. What a perfect day to be using the Lord's name in vain. You're goddamn welcome. So this match was comedy. There was a whole bunch of Christmas trees set up at ringside. Elias hits Lashley with the Christmas tree. I actually got a kind of a chuckle out of it. I thought it was actually kind of funny. It's just not meant to be taken seriously. I actually didn't mind it. Kids probably enjoyed it watching the show. So I mean, this wasn't my target. I wasn't the target demographic, but I actually got some enjoyment. There was a whole bunch of presents, and Elias pulls out one of the presents. He pulls out a whole bunch of small Legos. It's like setting them down like it's thumbtacks. And Lashley takes a sponsor of Legos, which, by the way, looks like fucking painful. Because I remember, like, when I was a kid, there was a whole bunch of Legos on the floor, and you accidentally step on them. That was, like, the most painful thing as a kid. So that actually probably hurts like shit. You had another present. That this one was a guitar, and that's how he pinned that. Or so it was I don't know if it was a guitar. I forget the exact name. It was one of those big violins or something. He hits Lashley with it and wins. And then after the match, he beats up Leo Rush. He puts Christmas cookies in his mouth, and then he drowns Leo Rush his head with eggnog. So, man, eggnog. I love eggnog. I actually don't like, I know everyone's like, eggnog's kind of it's part of the butt of a joke now with all the vodka, but when I was a kid, like, I used to just love eggnog. I used to like drink that all the time. Now, it's like, yeah, like you'll never have original eggnog when you're an adult anymore. It kind of sucks. So yeah, I was just the whole dunking his head eggnog was fine. They show stuff last week from the announcement. So next is the Revival defending their tag team title, or Robbie Roode and Chad Gable defending the tag team titles against Revival. Roode and Gable win. Bullshit. I would have liked to see the Revival win, even though you can't have a win on a pre-tape show. They show up Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel singing a Christmas carol, their 12 Days of Christmas for Apollo Crews. They show the Lucha House Party preparing a wish list for Santa Claus. Like, this is just a show targeted towards kids. Maybe they feel there's a whole bunch of kids. It's like they're celebrating Christmas with their families. Some of the kids might watch this with their parents, and this is just a family show. This is what this is going to be. This is not a real Monday Night Raw. Because all the kids are off now because, there's Christmas break. You don't have to worry about school, so it's going to be very kid-friendly anytime you have that. I think next week's going to be worse when it's New Year's. Even though that's taped in Detroit, it's going to be worse because that's the ratings. It's going to be even shittier next week than they are this week. Kidding me? New Year's Eve? Holy shit. Yeah, so they previewed the new faces of Raw and SmackDown. They showed Dolph Ziggler. This kind of sucks. I don't care about Dolph and Drew. They show next is a triple threat match: McIntyre, Ziggler, and Balor. Pretty good match. It was on. It went for a while. It's like they're just trying to kill time here at this show. Finn Balor wins. He hits the coup de grace, the coup de grace on Ziggler for the win. So Valor gets the victory. After the match, they have a Ziggler layout drill with the zigzag. They show parts of WWE's tribute to the troops from Fort Hood. They taped like a couple months ago, I think, or a month ago. They aired it on Wednesday or Thursday. I didn't watch. They do the whole 12 days of Christmas is terrible. We see Santa Claus. Okay, so up next is Vince McMahon is dressed up as Santa Claus. He makes 3 special announcements. He says John Cena will be back on Raw and SmackDown. That's his first announcement. Cena's back on Raw and SmackDown. He's a free agent, so John Cena's back. His second announcement is he announces we will have Women's Tag Team Championship. So the big announcement, we finally get Women's Tag Team Championships. The first ever historic Women's Tag Team Championships. And how big is it that Vince McMahon announces it as Santa Claus? Vince McMahon dressed up as Santa Claus announces we have Women's Tag Team Champions. What a way to celebrate. Vince McMahon dressed up as Santa Claus. Yes, what a great announcement. And they also announced it's Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre in a cage next week. And they had something with Vince taking off the beard. This kind of sucked. This did suck. Up next, you have Mickie James, Alicia Fox, and Dana Brooke against Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Ember Moon. It's nothing match. Sasha and Bayley win. Ember wins too, but it was more so there's hype. Looks like they might push Sasha and Bayley as the tag team champs. I don't know. They got the win, and they have the Riot Squad attack them, and I'm thinking to myself, no. We're going to have to see Sasha and Bayley feud with the Riot Squad for another 6 months. Oh, my God. So this whole Raw writing team has to be fired. If they book Sasha Banks and Bayley against the Riot Squad still, they fire these motherfuckers. Stop booking that goddamn fucking match. I have seen that 2 million times. Why won't they fire these fucking writers for booking that fucking match? They show something with Baron Corbin, his collapse as leader. Paul Heyman introduces himself. And what we have is he goes into Braun Strowman, rips into him, and he talks about how Strowman was a little kid, and Heyman wishes everyone a happy Hanukkah since he's Jewish, and then he starts singing Christmas carols, and oh my God, it was horrible. He's saying Silent Night. I don't know if this was actually on the actual Raw, but I saw people had videos at the arena. Oh, it's embarrassing. And then Strowman comes out and he puts reindeer on Heyman's head, puts a red nose on Heyman's nose, so making fun of him. They show Natalya being interviewed, and she talks off she knows Ronda better than anyone. So up next is So we get Alexa Bliss. Before that match starts, we finally get to see Alexa Bliss on Raw again. It's been a while. I didn't know she was even on the show. So she says she's not asking anything for herself, but she's going to have a gift. Ideas for Bayley, Sasha, Natalya, and Ronda Rousey. So that's interesting. We'll see where that goes. We didn't know we're going to see it's Alexa. As long as Alexa Bliss is on my TV screen, it's nice to see her. Even though I don't know if she can still wrestle. So they show Tyler Breeze wanting Ariana Grande tickets. Him and his buddy Dango, and this stuff sucks. So up next was a very long match with Ronda Rousey and Natalya. This went on for a long time. This was just a long match. It was a very competitive match. But Natalya should not be getting the spot in 2019 or 2018, whatever. It's over. I don't want to see her pushed anymore. I kind of wish she'd just be in the background now. She's just not a top star. I wish Natty would just I don't need to see her pushed. Ronda gets the armbar, Natalya taps out. So after the match, they hug for a while. And up next is Dean Ambrose. And Dean Ambrose, I'm not going to talk about. I don't want to see him anymore. Jinder Mahal and Heath Slater. Oh, God, this third hour is fucking embarrassing. I'm not going to even mention this stuff with Bodas and Curtis Axel. They show Rollins coming and go, I can't stand Rollins. He's just all right, now just going to get to the main event. Seth Rollins and Baron Corbin. It's like they know we're going to have record level ratings. Let's just get it anyway. It's Rollins and Corbin. Rollins wins and the show ends. Yeah. I already knew what was going to happen on the show, but it's like, you know what? Can't be mad at them. It's Christmas Eve. What are you going to do? Nothing show. Just an absolutely nothing show. So, again, by the time most of you see this, it will be Christmas. So, it's not Christmas Eve anymore. It'll be Christmas Day. So, Merry Christmas, everybody. I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Enjoy this the holiday season. And wish you all well. And thank you for tuning in and supporting me and supporting this YouTube channel. So, thank you. And from LRMania, I wish you a very Merry Christmas.